Dodd in Norwich Stadium for our Futures League matchup featuring the Worcester Bravehearts and your Norwich City Unicorns. Let's play two. Welcome to our Military Appreciation Night, sponsored by Seacor, delivering excellence in defense technology there in Groton, Connecticut. Welcome to our Norwich City Connect Jerseys Night, sponsored by Dime Bank. And welcome to our fireworks night brought to you by Liberty Bank. For your safety, we ask that you please pay attention to the action at all times as bats, balls, and other objects may leave the playing field and enter the seating area. We ask that you please remain off the dugout tops. Do not stand up behind the backstop. And at no time should spectators be on the playing surface. No pets allowed inside Dodd Stadium. And we ask for your cooperation in disposing of all trash as you exit the stadium. That's thanks to your cooperation. Now let's all enjoy tonight's double header. Be sure to connect with the Sea Unicorns today. Visit the official team website at GoSeeUnicorns.com and on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by using the handle at GoSeeUnicorns. Hey fans, be sure to sign up right now for the fun and excitement of our in-game promotions at Land Information Group on the concourse next to our merchandise store. And if you have any questions throughout tonight's game, please visit the Land Bank Information Booth. For all your banking needs, go to www.dime-bank.com. And please remember, every time you enter Dodd Stadium, check out the Dime Bank starting lineups and Dime Bank standings located on the concourse on the wall behind the press box. Be sure to visit the Logistics Beer Garden at the Hole in the Wall Bar on the right field concourse. And while you're there, stop by the Shipwreck Cocktail Bar. Bell Logistics has been supporting the greater Norwich area since 2009. You can visit our concession stands on the first base concourse. We also have Scoops, our ice cream stand on the first base concourse. And on the concourse behind home plate, enjoy great tasting pizza from Iliano's. And be sure to visit Iliano's in Norwich at the bottom of the industrial park. Select Physical Therapy, the official athletic training partner of the Norwich City Unicorns. They have over 90 offices throughout Connecticut and New England. Visit SelectPhysicalTherapy.com to schedule an appointment. That's Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy. The City Unicorns would like to thank Hyde Park Landscape for keeping Dodd Stadium looking beautiful this season. Hyde Park Landscape is located just around the corner from Dodd Stadium, and they can help you keep your lawn looking as great as the Dodd Stadium field. At this time, fans, I direct your attention out towards the pitcher's mound for our ceremonial first pitch of Game 1. Representing Seacorp is Navy veteran Nick Lucy, who enlisted in the U.S. Navy Submarine Force in November 1989 as a navigation mechanics technician. He served for 20 years aboard 4 Los Angeles-class submarines, partaking in 5 deployments throughout his
Let's play 2 tonight, they said. Yes, we're doubling the fun, a doubleheader. It's the Norwich Scenic Horns and the Worcester Bravehearts on this Friday night. Norwich finally, their first Friday night home game of the summer. Good evening, everybody. I'm Adam Plager, welcoming you to the Norwich Scenic Horns pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. Norwich back on track last night, a huge victory, 5-2 over the Westfield Starfires, and well, a big reason why we've talked about it. Every time Norwich is picking up wins, it's the pitching staff that's leading the way, and no question about it last night. Luke Hardman was shuffling the deck once again, and the Starfires really no answers for him. Yes, they get the 2 runs against him, but Hardman was in control all night. Let's roll some of these highlights for you. First pitch strike thrower, he's all over the strike zone, and how about 4 straight strikeouts? Yes, Luke Hardman matches Brendan Grady with 4 consecutive punch-outs to start the night. I think that right there, it sets the tone for Norwich. He's letting the defense know behind him. He's got their back all night long. Let's make the plays behind us. It's going to be a good night for baseball for Norwich, and Luke Hardman did just that. Yes, Westfield does get that run in the 4th inning. They add one as well in the top of the 6th inning, but you feel like when you're getting a pitching performance like that, you're going to find a way to get that offense going. And Luke Hardman, he finishes it out 5 innings, just the 1 earned run, a season high 7 strikeouts for him. He didn't walk anybody. That's how in control he was. He was pounding the zone, and we talked about it yesterday. You have to get back into attack mode. Trust your stuff. Trust the mechanics. That's now 2 consecutive unbelievable outings now for Luke Hardman. 10 innings, just the 1 earned run. He is struck out now 12 different batters in those last 2 outings. He's really turned a corner. He's been a bright spot, and so is the starting pitching for Norwich. When they're getting it, when they're dialed in, they set the tone of the game, and Luke Hardman does exactly that last night. Yes, the bats, it took him some time, so we will step aside as well, because when we come back on the other side of the pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds, we're heading to the 6th inning. Norwich with the comeback in the 6th when we come back.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right, right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Scenic Horns pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. Connor Nimick, well, he was locked in for Westfield last night, and that might get lost in the shuffle. He went 5 no-hit innings to start that ball game before Norwich picked up the temperature in the 6th. A little 6th inning wake-up call for the bats. How are you? But I mean, let's not forget Connor Nimick was all over Norwich. He allowed just the 5 base runners through the first 5 innings of last night's contest. The 1-hit batsman, 3 walks, a man reaching on an error, but he was so in control of the ball game yesterday for Westfield. But finally, Norwich in the 6th, putting together some quality at bats. Yes, the wind is gusting. It's picking up. I think it's a sign we're talking about the bats. They're heating up for Norwich. In the 6th we go, and some command troubles there to start that inning. You never want to give up the leadoff walk. Charlie Walsh, quality at bat. Give him credit to start things out. And then all of a sudden, Gavin O'Brien's turn at the plate. He has a base hit for himself. Finally, Norwich breaks through. They have their first hit of the ball game. It's coming in that 6th inning, and then a chance for who? Caden Fay, infield single, and all of a sudden, bases are loaded for Norwich in the 6th with nobody out, and this is going to bring out the manager, Paul Bonfiglio. He's going to make a call to the bullpen for Jasper Nadell to come in. He gets the first man out, and then all of a sudden, he loses command of the strike zone, and Norwich thankful for it because it produces their first run of the ball game. Baglino hit by a pitch. Those never feel good, but what does feel good? Norwich finally on the board. They got some life. A 2-1 ball game with 1 out, and then it's Jack Omen, a good Omen. He's coming to the plate. He ties the game, the RBI walk. all that matters. It's 2-2. Norwich all of a sudden turning the tide of this game. Couple of wild pitches to Kenny Noe makes it 3-2 Norwich, and all of a sudden this game is flipped right on its head. 180-degree spin, and the Unicorns have themselves a 3-2 lead. And now a chance to break it open a little more. It's Connor Scanlon. Important add-on runs for Norwich. They finally get some. Scanlon with a base hit through into center field. 5-2 Norwich. A 5-run, 6-inning comeback win for Norwich. And finally, they get a big one. And that hopefully will turn this tide. You talk about a homestand. Norwich in the midst of a long one, a 6-game homestand. It continues tonight against the Worcester Bravehearts. We'll take a timeout. When we return on the other side, we're talking DJ Peterson. He was the player of the game last night. He picked up the win for Norwich in the comeback win. Stick with us. More to come on the Norwich Unicorns pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right, right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Unicorns pregame show on this beautiful Friday night. We're playing two, Norwich and Worcester, a doubleheader, but right now we're talking DJ Peterson, the Yale Bulldog. He was barking last night, his best outing of the summer. He goes 4 innings for the Unicorns. Let's roll some of these highlights. He was in control of all of his pitches last night. A season high for himself, 8 strikeouts. He walked just one batter. He was in control, and Norwich certainly needing that. Offense was tough to come by last night, but DJ, you look at this stuff, he's all over the strike zone. He's getting some of those borderline strike calls as well. When you're hovering around the zone, more times than not, you're going to get a little bit of help as well, but 8 strikeouts over 4 innings. He gets the win last night for Norwich. That's the important part. Norwich, he just puts it all out on the line for the Unicorns. He empties the tank. But when we spoke with him, it was about him being in control of all of your pitches. Yes, he has the fastball command, no question about it. Some gasolina, yes. He has the gasoline, high heat for him, but also when you can back it up with some secondary pitches, the changeup, the cutter, those are in the zone. The fastball plays nicely off of it because he's changing the tempo. Great outing for him last night. And following last night's win, here's what the Yale Bulldog had to say about his lights out stuff. Norwich picks up a big win here tonight. We have the player of the game, DJ Peterson. Well, everything was working for you. 4 scoreless innings for you, 8 strikeouts, a big spot for you. What was working for you tonight?
Really, every pitch was working today. I mean, I go 4-seam fastball, cutter, slider, changeup. I was just able to locate all my pitches for strikes today. The fastball was really good. The command of the fastball, being able to work in and out on different hitters, it helped me a lot today.
A huge win for this group. Get out of that little funk. Back on track. Big win to start this homestand. How important is that for this group?
I mean, it's great. I mean, we're just trying to collect wins here, like do our jobs. Every one of us, we're just trying to get better at summer ball, and there's so many opportunities to get better. So we're just going to, carry on these victories and just keep rolling with everything. 8
strikeouts for you. I don't know if you were expecting to go 4 innings here tonight, your longest so far this summer. How does that help you build up?
I mean, it just keeps giving me confidence moving forward. Like, I'll be ready for my next outing, and can carry what I had on the field today into my next outing.
All right, we got one more for you. Doubleheader tomorrow against Worcester. How do you keep this train rolling?
Just continue to do little things, taking everything pitch by pitch, play by play is something that I've been, told for so many years of my life, is just taking every small moment, and then they all just come together to produce something that could happen like this.
DJ, great outing here tonight. The Unicorns get back on track, 5-2 over Westfield. Thanks for doing this. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Great stuff right there from the Yale Bulldog, DJ Peterson. So dominant for the Scenic Horns, but I also really like how he talks about how every chance he takes the mound this summer is a chance for him to get better in summer ball. He takes a lot of pride in it. Such a high work ethic. Couldn't be happier to see him do what he did. He shined brightly last night in the Rose City. All right, we're going to take another timeout on the Norwich Scenic Horns pregame show. On the other side, we're talking Anthony Tirado, his bat. It's heating up in the summertime here in Norwich. All of that coming up when we return on the Norwich Scenic Horns pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Scenic Horns pregame show. As always, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. Yes, it's Friday night baseball here finally at Dodd Stadium. A great night. We're playing two. We're doubling the fun, but we're right now talking about Anthony Tirado. His bat, it's coming to life. It's roaring back to life. And this really started for him against the New Britain Bees. Let's roll the tape right now. Anthony Tirado, he gets his first extra base hit of the summer, and he was tinkering with stuff. So nice to see him really start to get going, and he's kept it going. A 2-8 game there against Nashua here at Dodd Stadium, and then he runs it back at Holman Stadium his last time out. He has been productive. He's 5 for his last 14 right now. A double as well. 4 runs scored, an RBI. It's been great stuff for him, but also a highlight is the strikeout numbers. Those are starting to diminish as well. He struck out just 2 times over this recent stretch during this 4-game streak for him. And then also he's seeing a lot more pitches. He's averaging around 6 pitches per at-bat. It's little details in the game. He's so committed to his work ethic and finding ways to continue to. It's a doubleheader here this afternoon, Military Appreciation Night, as well as Cam Thomas takes the rubber. It's the Keene State product. He's making his 3rd start of the summer for Norwich as he's on the rubber here tonight for the Scenic Horns. Here's a look at those numbers for Thomas. 3.68 ERA. He's worked 7 1/3 innings, and K to walk ratio 7-7. So the walks have been an issue for him at times. Cam Thomas out of Keene State trying to keep the good times rolling here for Norwich after picking up a big win last night against the Westfield Starfires. DJ Peterson was really the hero of that ball game. What he was able to do in the final 4 innings, officially underway, 4:31 local time. Game 1 of a 2-game set with the Worcester Bravehearts. First Friday night home game here in 2025. The lefty ready. He comes to the plate. It's fouled away, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's Chris Mondesir leading things off for Worcester. He's followed by Evan O'Rourke. Jack Quick, he's the first baseman. In the cleanup spot, Jackson Marshall. And boy, is he socking them out here this summer. Want to make sure he comes to the plate with no traffic on. A scary hitter in the middle of their order. The catcher, Evan Cali, bats 5th. Jackson Kramer in right field, he bats 6th, with the shortstop, Jake Hadju, batting 7th. Will Kramer at third base, he bats 8th. The delivery home. This is flipped off the end of the bat, foul, out of play. Battle will continue. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And batting 9th is their second baseman, Cam LaGrassa. Norwich took down Worcester at Fitton Field already this summer, but that's a long time ago. A slow roller to short, charging in is Warden. His long throw across the diamond in time. 1 down. Excellent work there defensively by Alec Warden, charging in on the slow roller. A chance to meet the Scenic Horns defense here tonight. Over at third base is Caden Fay. The shortstop, Alec Warden, he's back in there. Aiden Stern at second base. He'll lead off for Norwich. And Gabriel Rivera at first base. In the outfield from left to right, Spencer Chard in left, Anthony Torado in center field, and Mike Ancaleri in right. The pitcher-catcher battery is Cam Thomas dealing to Jaden Novak. Lefty ready to come home, the 0-1. Upstairs, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomas really had to battle his way through his latest start for the Unicorns. He worked 4 innings for Norwich. He also picked up the victory against the Nashua Silver Knights in a doubleheader sweep over Nashua to help Norwich at the time get back to 500. Thomas and the Unicorns can get back to 500 with the win here today. The 1-2 just misses. Downstairs trying to frame it was Novak. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He allowed the 2 earned runs, but he really battled his way through that first inning where Nashua loaded the bases. Give him credit for sticking with it. This is softly hit baseball, but it's going to find a way into center field, and a 1-out base runner aboard, O'Rourke on, and the Bravehearts have their first hit of the ball game. A chance now for Jack Quick to come to the plate with a man on.
The first baseman from Andrew College, number 46.
Certainly a far improved start for Thomas after taking the loss in a 9-2 win for Vermont. That was back on June the 4th, where Thomas lasted just 2 1/3. He ties up Quick with an inside fastball, strike 1. He thought about going, and then he thought better of it. He checked his swing. Good fastball there on the inside corner from the Keene State Owl. The 0-1 on its way, outside, up and away. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. You just went 2 1/3 innings. He allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. He walked 2. He struck out 1. Thomas getting the mound here in game 1 of this 2-game set. The twin bill with Worcester, the 1-1. This is launched off the end of the bat, foul into the seats, and now they count in a ball, 2 strikes. The first baseman Quick, a rising junior out of Andrew College, Miami, Florida native. Thomas toes the rubber on the third base side. Worcester today wearing their road navy blue tops with the gray bottoms. This is lifted in the air. Foul ground down the right field side. Long run over. Ancaleri has it. He's a little too far in on it. He had to reach back. He makes the grab, 2 down. Now it's the designated hitter, Jackson Marshall. Boy, has he been electric so far to start the season for the Bravehearts. He's already slugged out 5 home runs, the league leading 17 RBIs, 339 the batting average for the Southern New Hampshire Penman product. He entered the Futures League last summer as a riser, as a 17-year-old. Gifted ball player, and how about the size for Jackson Marshall, who's headed to UConn in the fall. He'll be transferring from Southern New Hampshire, where he was unbelievable in his freshman campaign. Marshall, his rookie season, the runner is going quick, is in there. He's just beats the tag. It was a good throw down there from Jaden Novak, but a stolen base for Evan O'Rourke. Check that. He's into scoring position. Look at some of these video game-like numbers for Jackson Marshall as a freshman. 337 as an 18-year-old. He slugged .647. He crushed 15 home runs, 11 doubles. He had a triple to his name. And the UConn Huskies picking up a big name in the transfer portal who has 3 years left of eligibility. The 1-0 at the top of the zone. It falls in there, strike 1. Marshall won the home run derby here at Dodd Stadium, in which is a pitcher's graveyard. He had 7 total long balls over the left center field deck here at Dodd Stadium, and that is a accomplishment of its own. The 1-1, high and tight for ball 2. Marshall yesterday was 2 for 3 against Nashua. He walked once. He also struck out once. He was also hit by the pitch. In scoring position is O'Rourke, the 2-1. Fouled back to the screen. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Also, Military Appreciation Night should be a fun spectacle for Game 2. as we honor all of our military troops, our veterans, past and present, for serving our nation proudly and keeping us safe so we can do stuff like this. Count is even, the 2-2. Off the end of the bat, he flips it into the right center field alley. This is going to spell trouble. Rounding third, scoring easily is O'Rourke. And Jackson Marshall will chug his way into second base. It's a 2-out run-scoring double for the Yukon Husky. He makes it 1-0. It wasn't hit hard, but it was well placed. He just muscles it out into the right center field gap. So the Bravehearts strike first. The inning will continue now for the catcher, Evan Callie. Lefty kicks and deals. This is back up the middle. It's a base hit. Line drive single for Callie. Marshall coming around third. The throw is offline, and Marshall scores. 2-out run-scoring base hit. This time it's Evan Callie, and the bat's continuing to roll for Worcester in the first. A couple of runs now on 3 hits. Oh, if that throw was in line at home plate, they would have had a chance at Jackson Marshall, the big man, rounding third. Marshall, 6'8", 260 pounds. It's like a linebacker running at you. So now aboard is Evan Callie. Callie, the base runner, a little different than Marshall, 5'10", 170 pounds. Batter now at the plate, Jackson Kramer. No balls, 1 strike on the Worcester right fielder. Novak, the catcher, set up inside. The runner is going. Thomas fired to Rivera, but it was a tough spot for him to handle it. It handcuffed him, and now into scoring position goes Evan Callie. I thought Thomas would have had him. Unfortunately, the throw for him wasn't to the chest of Rivera, so now runner in scoring position, and that misses upstairs. The count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the first inning for Thomas has really been the troublesome inning for him so far this summer with the Unicorns. Go back to that last outing, he allowed the 2 earned runs to Nashua in the first inning, and then in the outing against the Lake Monsters, Thomas surrendered a run in the first and a run in the third inning of that ball game. Trying to escape any further damage here. 2 balls, 1 strike on Jackson Kramer. The delivery, swing and a miss. Strike 2, the count is even. Thomas with 2 balls and 2 strikes on Kramer with 2 outs. The pitch on the outside corner. It just missed. The count is full. Kramer out of the University of Richmond. Now Callie is going a wave and a miss, strike 3. So Thomas punches out Kramer, and the inning finally comes to an end. Worcester 2, Norwich coming to the plate when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. Headed to the home half of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Unicorns batting order presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling. Artisan Building and Remodeling. They've got you covered. Leading off is the second baseman, Aiden Stern. Gabriel Rivera bats second. He's at first base. Caden Fay bats third at third base. The catcher, Jaden Novak, in the cleanup spot. Anthony Tirado batting fifth. He's in center field. Mike Ancolari in right batting sixth. Spencer Chard in left batting seventh. Alec Ward in the shortstop batting eighth as Stern tries to drop down a bunt. It's foul third base side. And restarting the batting order is Bryce Detweiler. He's making his Norwich Unicorns debut here this afternoon. The starter here tonight for Worcester is Jake LaFrancois. LaFrancois out of Worcester, Massachusetts, staying home here this summer in 2025. The pitch to Stern misses down and in for ball one. So far this summer for LaFrancois, he's 2-0 for the Bravehearts. He has not surrendered an earned run. This is his second start of the summer, fourth game of the season. Stern fights it away, foul back to the screen, strike two. Last time out, it was a good one. He picked up the win. He went 5 innings. He allowed just 3 hits to the Vermont offense in what was a 10-2 victory for the Bravehearts. Righty kicks and deals the pitch home outside for ball two. The count is even. The 2-2. This is flipped through into left field, but charging in quickly is O'Rourke. He makes the running catch. Stern did well to get enough of it, but it was played perfectly out there by Evan O'Rourke for the first out here in the home first. Let's meet the Worcester defense here tonight. Over at third base is Will Kramer. The shortstop is Jake Hadju. At second base, Cam LaGrassa. Over at first base, Jack Quick. Rivera aggressive on the first pitch. A bouncing ball to Hadju. He fires across the diamond in plenty of time. 2 up, 2 down. Just one pitch needed to retire Rivera.
Third baseman from the University of Pennsylvania, number 39, Caden Fay.
This will bring up the third baseman, Caden Fay. The Worcester outfield from left to right. In left field is Evan O'Rourke, the center fielder, Chris Mondesir, and patrolling right field, Jackson Kramer. Ball one bounces outside to the right-handed hitting Caden Fay. The pitcher-catcher battery is Jake LaFrancois to Evan Callie. 1 ball, no strikes on Fay. The pitch, curveball, sinks into the bottom of the zone, strike one. Fay so far this summer for the Unicorns, hitting .270 on a 4-game hitting streak entering play here this afternoon. He's 4 for his last 13. Norwich trying to get something started in the first. The delivery, the curveball, popped up first base side into foul ground quick underneath it. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Unicorns go down in order in the first, 2-0 Bravehearts. We're headed to the second when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Just beyond the hole-in-the-wall bar. We also have our concession stands on the first base concourse. We have Scoops, our ice cream stand on the first base concourse, and enjoy Iliano's Pizza on the concourse behind the press box. And be sure to visit Iliano's in Norwich at the bottom of the industrial park. Thank you, Iliano's.
Headed to the second inning, fans. Plenty of upcoming promotions here at Dodd Stadium. You still have time to get here for Game 2, Military Appreciation Night. Tomorrow, Treasure Hunt. We're also barking in the park. And then we have Family Sunday on July 22nd. On the 24th, we'll get to see you next Tuesday by purchasing a ticket to next Tuesday's home game for the ball game on August the 5th. Friday night fireworks coming back to Dodd Stadium on June the 27th. That's against the Nashua Silver Knights, and the final Thirsty Thursday in the month of June is next Thursday when the Unicorns host the New Britain Bees. The 1-1 delivery. That misses downstairs, and the count now 2 balls and a strike. Thomas has always bounced back well after giving up runs in an inning. See how he fares in the second. This changeup just up and away, ball 3. Batter up at the plate is the shortstop, Jake Hadju. Hadju, the batter, out of Elon, pops it up, foul. That's going to go into the seats, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hadju, 5'11", 175 pounds. Sterling, Massachusetts native, hitting .307 so far for the Bravehearts. Through his first 10 ball games, 12 for his first 31. Lefty ready. Novak set up inside. This is punched through into right field, just out of the leaping reach of Rivera. It's a leadoff base hit. Now 4 hits on the afternoon for Worcester.
Your sales, since we have a doubleheader, your sales will end at the end of the 5th inning of our second.
That'll bring up now the third baseman, Will Kramer, the brother of Jackson Kramer. Worcester as a team, well, runs come in bunches for this group. They're one of the best hitting teams in the Futures League. Team batting average of .257. They've also scored 108 runs. This is a team that is at the top of the league standings for a reason. Unfortunately, things went awry for them yesterday against Nashua, falling to the Silver Knights after leading big against them 6-2. Nashua battled back to win the game. The 0-1, perfectly spotted on the inside corner, strike 2. Kramer hitting .400 through his first 10 contests. 4th start of the season for him. Kramer out of New Hope, Pennsylvania. Punches this one through into right field. Back-to-back hits to start it out here in the Bravehearts' second inning. And already in business is the Worcester offense. This will bring up the second baseman, Cam LaGrasse, and now with traffic aboard.
The second baseman, found
LaGrassa batting .250 so far this summer for Worcester. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Hadju in scoring position at second. Kramer stands at first. The delivery home just misses downstairs. It hasn't been hard contact. Certainly not loud, but Worcester's spotted their hits perfectly. Just out of the reach of the Norwich defense. Count 1 ball, no strikes. Novak, the catcher, set up outside. Lefty kicks and deals. Upstairs, he misses. Ball 2. Now a hitter's count for LaGrassa. Out of Brown University, 6 feet, 195 pounds, the lefty batter. He's their second baseman tonight. Thomas comes set at the belt, checks in on the base runner, Hadju. Warden keeping close tabs on him, and this runs inside it, hits him. Now the bases are loaded for Worcester with nobody out. Now Jaden Novak is going to slowly walk and greet Cam Thomas, and so will the pitching coach, Zach Gitchner. Couple of hits, now a hit batsman. This will turn over the lineup card for Chris Mondesir. Mondesir grounded out to short his first time up, and now the entire Unicorns infield defense will come to the mound and visit Cam Thomas here.
For you at the kids zone. It's out by the barbecue pavilion at the far end of the third base concourse.
Certainly a tough spot for Thomas to find himself in. Now it's just about finding ways to get out. Slow movement right now building in the Norwich bullpen down the right field line. Powell finishes up as we'll see Chris Mondesir come to the batter's box. Mondesir out of Worcester State University was a .374 this past season. For the Lancers in 34 games, he homered 11 times. He drove in 37 runs. He scored 37 times, and he swiped 16 bags. Braveheart at every base. The delivery to Mondesir just misses outside. Well, Thomas so keen on getting those borderline calls. He isn't a flamethrower. He's all about location, and when he's nibbling around the edges and not getting those calls, it really squeezes him. The pitch. Outside ball 2. Now a hitter's count for Mondesir. Mondesir, native of Newton, Massachusetts. His uncle, Darwin, played baseball for Suffolk. Baseball family are the Mondesirs. The pitch, the throw down to first, not the pitch. It checks in on the base runner at first. That's LaGrassa. Novak, an aggressive catcher by nature. He's trying to keep the leads manageable around the diamond. 2 balls, 1 strike to the leadoff man, Mondesir. Thomas comes set at the belt. Novak set up inside. The pitch home. Just outside, ball 3. Mondesir put up some big-time numbers as a freshman for Worcester, and that's impressive to see, to easily just make the transition. It's a tough transition to make. Now he's walked on 5 pitches. This will force home the 3rd run of the ball game, and the Bravehearts add on. We've talked about the command, and at times it's been an issue for Thomas. He hasn't been wild, really, this inning. The hit batsman certainly, but a couple of borderline calls did not go his way. So the bases remain loaded. Now a chance for Evan O'Rourke. He singled to left field his first time up. First pitch fastball misses inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes here on O'Rourke. There's the fastball. Oh, it just missed. Thomas just not getting some of these borderline calls. No, it's a matter of trying to get back into attack mode for him. Carl Rodriguez is the home plate umpire. John Korsick, the first base umpire, and Jeff Kleiner at third. Back into the zone is Thomas. He gets a foul off from O'Rourke. Strike one. Nice play there by a fan in the stands, right above the Unicorns dugout, first base side. Norwich tomorrow keeps the homestand rolling. They have themselves a date with the Nashua Silver Knights. The Bees come to Dodd Stadium on Sunday. This is fouled away, strike two. Good battle here between O'Rourke and Thomas, trying to land his first out here in the second inning. 3-0 Worcester. 3 runs now on 5 hits. Infield defense still at standard depth for Norwich. The Unicorns in their home white uniforms today for game one. This is off the glove. It ricochets off Thomas. Tough play for Ward, and he is going to hold on to it. This will score the 4th run of the ball game. It was a hard hit baseball deflected off the glove of Thomas, and here comes the manager, Kyle Dombrowski. He is going to relieve Thomas here in the second inning. Still nobody out. The base is still loaded for the Bravehearts. They lead 4-0. Stick with us. A pitching change being made here at Dodd Stadium.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Attention please, ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for your Unicorns from Yale University, number 13, Matt Perch. Perch now pitching for Norwich.
A tough day for Cam Thomas. He lasts just 1 inning. He's relieved here in the second. The bases remain loaded. It's an early call to the bullpen. Now the new pitcher is the right-hander Matt Perch out of Dunwoody, Georgia. Will come on in relief. Bases loaded, nobody outs here in the second inning. Perch was electric his last time out. He went 4 innings. He allowed just 1 run. It was not earned on 3 hits. He struck out 6, a season high for him. He's reduced his season ERA now to 3.85, 5th game of the summer for him. His 4th in relief. Batter at the plate is the first baseman, Jack Quick. Quick flied out to right field his last time to the plate. Now is in foul ground. Good test here for the riser headed to Yale, Perch. He's behind Quick, 1 ball, no strikes. Novak inside. The righty set at the belt. Now he kicks and deals home. A fly ball in the air. This is hit well. Moving back out there is Chard, the left fielder. He's got room. He makes the catch, tagging in, coming home to score on the sacrifice fly is Will Kramer. 5-0 Worcester. Now the first out in the inning recorded.
The designated hitter, Jackson Marshall.
This will bring up the designated hitter, Jackson Marshall. Marshall double to the right center field gap his last time up today. Well, it's back in inning number 1. Good sign for Perch is that he's got the first out in the inning. Still a dangerous spot. Now he rushes back Marshall high and tight, ball 1. Perch is not afraid to pitch inside. We know that. He is also not afraid to throw his secondary pitches early. He's as unpredictable as it comes with what he's going to throw at you. 1-0. Fastball. Punched foul, first base side. Fastball, slider, change, curveball mix for Perch. Just turned 18 years of age out of Dunwoody, Georgia. This is a matchup he has to certainly be excited about. Big test for him against one of the best in the Futures League. The curveball, sliced back foul, strike 2. Good deception change, too, for Perch between the fastball and the curveball. They play quite nicely off one another. Perch trying to strike out Marshall now with 1 gone. Runners at second and third here for the Bravehearts. At second base is Mondesir. LaGrassa is at third. On 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Perch beats Marshall on the high fastball, 2 down. Oh, what a spot there for Matt Perch. There's that high fastball with a running action on it. Back-to-back outs recorded for Perch here in the second inning. Now it's the catcher, Evan Callie. He singled to center in the first inning. The fastball is on the inside corner, strike 1. Well, if Perch can get through this frame with the score where it is, that would be a accomplishment for him. The run that did come home to score, that is charged to Thomas. The 2 aboard are also his responsibility. Ball 1 misses up and away. Righty deals home. That's downstairs, ball 2. Perch, the new pitcher in the ball game for Norwich. 6'3", 200 pounds. He lines up on the first base side of the mound. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Righty set at the belt, the delivery, swing and a miss, strike 2. Good spot there for Perch with the heater as he nails the outside corner. He gets the swing and miss there from the batter, Evan Callie. Crowd making some noise, trying to supply the energy behind Perch. Up and away. Nice snag there by Novak. The count is full. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Couple men in scoring position, the pitch. The curveball just is in there. Delayed call from home plate umpire Carl Rodriguez. He strikes out Callie, back-to-back punch-outs. There's your DB1 feeling electric play of the game.
First base side of Dodd Stadium. It's time to watch and enjoy our contest we call Race the
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really? Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right, right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Fans, Thirsty Thursday coming back to Dodd Stadium next Thursday when the Norwich Unicorns play host to the New Britain Bees. Always beer specials on Narragansett. The next Thirsty Thursday will be on July the 10th, and will continue on July the 17th, and finally August the 7th. Once again, beer specials on Narragansett every Thirsty Thursday at the ballpark. Last night was a fun Thirsty Thursday here to be had. Norwich picking up the victory over the Westfield Starfires. Here's the cleanup man, Jaden Novak. Novak transferring from the College of Charleston to LaSalle. First pitch home to Novak is on the inside corner, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. This is crushed out to left field. Still going back deep at the wall. It is off the wall. Rourke had to go a long way. Extra bases for Novak. He's trying to leg out a leadoff triple. He's got it. Jaden Novak scorches it out to the left field wall. It was a towering drive. And Norwich has their first run of the ball game 90 feet away. It was crushed out there. Novak first triple of the summer. First hit of the ball game for Norwich. This will bring up the center fielder, Anthony Tirado. Tirado 5 for his last 14. Coming off a 2-hit game against the Nashua Silver Knights. That was back on Wednesday this week. Slowly but surely starting to find his groove at the plate. 0-1. That gets away from the backstop. Callie, and Novak will come home and score. 5-1 Worcester now. Well, you take the runs any way you can get them. The delivery there from LaFrancois crossed up his catcher, Evan Callie. Novak scores easily. Norwich on the board. Though 1-1 to Tirado is back to the screen, strike two. Tirado's talked about some of those tweaks that he's been trying to make. Now a bouncing ball to short, charging in Haju. He fires it across the diamond, one down. Going back to Tirado, a slow start for him to the season here this summer. He's slowly started to turn it around for himself. Here's Mike Ancaleri coming to the plate. Ball one misses up and into Mike Ancaleri so far this summer for the University of Southern Maine product. He's hitting just 158, 3 for his first 19. Bouncing ball foul. Racing in on it was the third baseman, Will Kramer. Back to the screen, foul, strike two. And now a pitcher's count for LaFrancois. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Caleri 1 for his first 9. Trying to keep the good times rolling, but he swings and misses there. And he's punched out, 2 down here in the inning. First strikeout of the afternoon for Left Francois. This will bring up the left fielder, Spencer Chard. Chard last played for Norwich back on June 18th against Nashua. He was 1 for 2 in that ballgame. He also walked twice. Mini 2-game hitting streak right now for the Southern Connecticut State product. The curveball dives inside, and the count now 2 balls, no strike. Chard out of Newton, Connecticut, 5'10", 175 pounds, batting with 2 outs in the inning. Now he pops it up on the first base side. Quick takes a look after it. It's into the seats. Strike 1. The righty ready, the pitch home, the curveball swung on and missed. Strike 2. Devastating break on the curveball. Now the count is even. There's strike 3, rung up on the outside corner as Chard. The inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts for Left Francois. 5-1 Worcester. We're headed to the 3rd on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable.
Norwich has made a call to the bullpen. The new pitcher is Keene State Owl Daniel Cantaffi for the Unicorns. He relieves Matt Perch, who worked inning to close out the second frame. He came into a bases loaded spot with nobody out. Cantaffi now into the game for the Unicorns. So far this summer for the right-hander, Cantaffi has pitched to a ERA of 12. It's been a tough couple of outings for him. He's allowed 2 earned runs, and he did not record an out in either of his last 2 frames. Cantaffi deals home. The 1-0 delivers a fly ball in the air out to left field. Chard with plenty of room. He makes the grab on it. 1 up, 1 down here to start the Worcester 3rd. This is now the shortstop, Jake Hadju. Toffee's first pitch is the fastball. It just narrowly misses inside. Cantoffee out of Glastonbury, Connecticut. 6'5" on the rubber, 190 pounds. Cantoffee deals home the fastball. Now this is popped up in foul ground by the Bravehearts dugout. It hits off the top of the dugout and will bounce into the seats. Strike one. Cantoffee last summer with the Westfield Starfires was 3-1 in the regular season. Held a .568 ERA over 38 innings pitched. Now a bouncing ball. It took a weird bounce off the dirt in front of the rubber, and now the throw to first pops in and out of the glove of Rivera. He's a little shaken up there on that collision at the first base bag. It was bounced back to the mound. It hit a divot on the pitcher's mound, and then it took another awkward skip. Cantoffee could not really do anything about it. Now the athletic trainer will pay a visit to Gabriel Rivera, who lost his batting glove, which was in his back pocket. His glove came spiraling off of him. It was almost a yard sale over there at first base. Good to see Rivera's going to be okay. And reaching with the infield single is Hadju. He's now 2 for 2 on the afternoon. This will bring up the third baseman, Will Kramer. It'll be Matt Wooten going for Norwich in Game 2 of this doubleheader. He has been an ace for this pitching staff for Norwich. The Unicorns 2-0 in games he starts. Cantoffee trying to hold off Worcester here in the third inning. A fly ball in the air, now out to right center field. A long run over for Anclair. He's not going to get to it. It's going to bounce and roll all the way out to the wall. Extra bases on the way for Kramer. Coming around and scoring is Hadju. It's 6-1 Worcester. RBI triple for Will Kramer. He crushed it out to the right center field alley. Here comes the second baseman, Cam LaGrassa. LaGrassa out of Brown University, part of the Ivy League. Now he lines this through into left center field. Scoring easily is Kramer. It's an RBI double with one out now for Cam LaGrassa, and the Worcester Bats keep on slugging here this afternoon. It's 7-1 for the visitors. Now a 2-run third inning. When the Bats are hot, they are hot. And they are cooking right now for Worcester. It's steaming hot right now. Cantoffee trying to cool them off here. Now we'll meet with the leadoff man, Chris Mondesir. He's 0 for 1. He's also drawn a walk. First pitch slider, a half check swing there from Mondesir. Haphazardly swinging there. Strike one. Here's their center fielder. Toffee kicks and deals. This bounces around Novak, and now advancing 90 feet is LaGrassa. He's to third. Worcester now with 7 runs on 9 hits here in the ball game. 1-1. Now backed up inside is Mondesir for ball 2. Ball three's outside. Now the hitters count for the leadoff man, Mondesir. It's 3-1. Worcester, over their last 4 ball games, have scored 26 runs. Now a swing and a miss there, strike 2. Now if you include today's ball game, this is an offense that has just been raking lately. Worcester with 13 runs just between yesterday's ball game and the first 2 1/3 innings. But over their last 5 ball games, they have scored 27 runs, just some sort of ridiculous numbers. Check that, 34 runs. They are averaging 8.5 runs a game now. This is lined back up the middle, a base hit. Another add-on run for Worcester on the RBI single. This time it's from Chris Mondesir. Now the Scenic Horns closer to run rule territory. It's 10 after 5 innings, and the Bravehearts in control comfortably right now, 8-1. We're in the 3rd. The runner is going. Mondesir going to second. The throw from Novak's a good one, but it's just a hair late. Stolen base for Mondesir. Oh, when things are going well, they're going well, and Worcester is doing the little things right now. They are just amplifying the pressure. This is the left fielder, Evan O'Rourke, at the plate. He's 2 for 2. A couple of singles. His last one was an RBI base hit. A hit could mean a run here. Cantafi just trying to fight his way through the 3rd inning. It's been a tough day for the Keene State products. Cam Thomas started this ball game. He lasted just an inning. He surrendered 5 runs. Cantafi here in the 3rd inning has surrendered 3. This is sawed away foul into the seats down the right field line. Strike 2. More doubleheaders ahead for the Scenic Horns. The next will be June 28th, Saturday at Holman Stadium against the Silver Knights. And then on July 4th, Norwich and Worcester will play another doubleheader. Now almost plunked in the helmet was O'Rourke. Good thing he was able to escape the cut fastball there. Those are always scary, those high ones. Open batter stance for the left fielder O'Rourke. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, the curveball is on the ground to first. Rivera has it on the back end. He'll step on the first base bag, 2 outs. This will bring up the first baseman, Jack Quick. Quick is 0 for 2. He's flied out both times to the corner outfielders. First fly out was to right field, and the latest to the left. First pitch breaking ball misses inside. It's ball 1. Now a bouncing ball. It's on the backhand side. Collected by Fayes. Throw across the diamond in time. Your artisan building and remodeling defensive play of the game. Caden Fay with a nice backhand pick. Fires it across the diamond, and the inning is over. But not before Worcester strikes for 3 more. They lead 8-1. We're headed to the home 3rd when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better at Burns. Much better. So much better at Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Alec Warden will lead it off for Norwich here in the bottom of the third inning. 8-1 Bravehearts. 2 in the first, 3 in the second, and 3 more in the third inning. Warden trying to start things out for the Unicorns offense. Hits in the ball game are 10-1 Bravehearts. The curveball is on the inside corner. Strike one. Warden so far this summer for Norwich as he slaps away strike two foul. The Penn State product who's now in the transfer portal, hitting .206. He was 1 for 4 on a Wednesday against the Silver Knights. The 1-2 pitch on the outside corner, strike three, immediately slinging it around the infield. Time in there on the pitch before the strike three call was made was the catcher, Evan Calley. Talk about confidence in your pitcher and getting a call. He got one. Fans tomorrow, treasure hunt coming to Dodd Stadium. The Unicorns trying to hunt some wins here at home. Should be a lot of fun. It's also Bark in the Park as well. Quick worker, here's LaFrancois as he checks in with Bryce Detweiler. Detweiler, the DH today for Norwich. He swings away. He lifts a fly ball in the air right field. Cruising underneath it to make the grab on it out there is Kramer. 2 down. Top of the order now, it's Aiden Stern. Stern was named the Norwich Unicorns Player of the Week, presented by the Pequot Museum. And boy, did he hit well. He's also got his pink bat back as well, so it's good to see that. That's a tribute for him. That's one of the signature things from the paint back with the gold cleats for Aiden Stern. He goes to Trinity College, so the gold spikes on brand for him. The Trinity Phantoms, navy and gold, their colors. And now he's in a protection mode. The 0-2, up and away, ball one. The front's ready. The righty comes to the plate. That misses. Oh my, it's called strike three. Look downstairs, and Stern is rung up. Back to the Unicorns bench he goes. 2 strikeouts in the frame there for LaFrancois. 8-1 Worcester. We're headed to the fourth next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962 and reserve your suite today. Fans, stick with us following the final out of the ball game for the Capital Property Group post-game show. So again, that is the Capital Property Group Condo and Real Estate Management. Go to mycapitalteam.com. Who's it going to be? Find out following the ball game right here on the Capital Property Group post-game show. Norwich is going to need some sort of comeback effort if they want to hold the rights to the player of the game. I mean, the Worcester Bats have been simmering, and they've been doing it for the last week. Here's Jackson Marshall. First pitch home, backs him up. Now the count is 2 balls, no strikes to Marshall. Marshall so far today is 1 for 2. He's doubled, and he's also struck out. Now the fastball grazes the outside corner for strike 1. The pitch home, bouncing ball, foul. Watch your heads there in the Worcester dugout. Also, you got to watch out down there, Mike, as well. Those bats come in there quickly, and especially with this big hit at the box, it's a scary sight if he turns on one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bouncing ball, charging in is the shortstop, Warden. Long throw across the diamond. Oh, my, what a play there by the shortstop, Warden. Another sweet defensive play for him. And there's one down here in the top of the 4th inning. Talking about getting some help from your defense. Despite some of the struggles defensively for Norwich, you have to like what you're seeing right now from Alec Warden. Batter at the plate now is the catcher, Evan Callie. Callie's 1 for 2. He's singled. He's also struck out. Righty on lefty matchup. 2 balls, no strikes. Cantaffi's delivers the curveball. 12-6 break on it. Beautiful spot. It lands in there. Strike 1. Largest comeback victory to date is a 4-0 deficit the Connecticut Tigers found themselves in. That was on July 14th, 2013. This would certainly surpass that mark. Norwich trailing by 7 here in the 4th. Set up outside is the catcher Novak, the 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The comeback started in the 6th inning for the Connecticut Tigers. They ended up beating the Brooklyn Cyclones 6-4 in that ball game. Ben Verlander was in fact a part of that Connecticut Tigers team. Ball 4 misses, and Cantaffi loses the catcher, Evan Callie.
The right
It was Kurt Powell's RBI single that started the comeback. Then Casey Kaufman followed with a 2-run scoring single to make it 4-3. Dominic Vicosiello drew a bases-loaded walk. He tied the game at 4. And then in the 8th inning, it was Casey Kaufman who delivered yet again with an RBI double to give the Tigers the lead for good. They would end up winning the game 6-4. So the 4-run comeback is the largest comeback win to date here at Dodd Stadium. Bravehearts leading big right now, 8-1 the score. 1 out here in the 4th inning. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike to the Worcester right fielder Jackson Kramer. The delivery. Slider just missed outside. Kramer 6'2", 205 pounds. The 2-1 is swung on and missed. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kramer is a redshirt sophomore at the University of Richmond. Attended the Hun School out of New Hope, Pennsylvania. This is in the air. Cantafi popped him up. Cantafi wants to make the play himself. He does that too. Talk about fielding your position. Normally those are ill-advised plays. Caden Fay was there, so was Jaden Novak, and instead it was the big man, Daniel Cantoff. He said, watch out, fellas, I want to make a play here, and he does. 2 outs. Chance for a clean inning for Cantofi. He meets with the shortstop, Haju. He almost hit him inside. Ball 1. Haju so far today is 2 for 2. He's singled to right. He's also reached on an infield hit. That was a comebacker to the mound. The runner is going. Novak throws a good one. It is not in time. Cantofi started a walk towards the Unicorns dugout, but ruled safe is the base runner, Callie. He's got his 2nd stolen base of the ballgame. He's in scoring position. 4th swipe bag of the afternoon now for Worcester. Hitters count, 2 balls, no strikes to the shortstop, Jake Haju. The delivery is the curveball. It bends a little low for ball 3. Haju attended the Wichita School before making his way to Elon. This past spring as a freshman at Elon, he hit .306 for the Phoenix. 11 for 36. He slugged .361. He hit a couple of doubles. The 3-1 delivery. Bouncing ball, slap foul, third base side. And now the count is run full. Elon as a team was 25-32 overall. 13-14 in their conference. They lost to the College of Charleston in the CAA tournament. The full count delivery is outside, ball 4. Now runners at 1st and 2nd for the Bravehearts with 2 outs. 2nd walk of the inning issued by Cantofi. Elon started the CAA tournament facing Campbell. Campbell is where Angel shortstop Zach Neto played his college ball out before being selected in the 1st round by the Halos. What a promising player he's been for the Angels, especially this season. He's in the conversation for the All-Star game. This pitch misses outside to the 3rd baseman, Will Kramer. Kramer, a riser. Headed to Pepperdine in the fall. 6'3", 194 pounds is the righty batter. Count in his favor, 2 balls, no strikes. Kramer is single to right. He's also hit an RBI triple today. He's 2 for 2. Bouncing ball, it's chopped to Warden on his backhand. He grabs it, he fires it across the diamond in time. Another strong defensive play from Warden. And Cantafi works around the traffic. It's a scoreless 4th inning. First time today Worcester's that held off the board in a frame. We're headed to the home 4th when we return. 8-1 Bravehearts on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at cunicorns.milbstore.com. That's cunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Fans, Friday night fireworks tonight. You can still get here. You don't want to miss it. First Friday night fireworks of the season by American Fireworks. They're presented by Liberty Bank. The Unicorns will be wearing their City Connect uniforms. If you're listening to us right now, get to the ballpark for Military Appreciation Night and the fireworks spectacle coming right here, Dodd Stadium tonight. Gabriel Rivera leads it off. The Uncle Charlie's in there. Oh, it just missed. Ball 1. The other Friday night fireworks schedule this season we'll get to in a moment. The 1-0 is at the top of the outside corner, strike 1. Are June the 27th, July 18th, July 25th, and August 1st. Rivera launches it foul now into the seats. Down the line, right field side. Righty comes home, the 1-2, check swing, and Rivera held up. Let's have to be able to be strong with those forearms to check the swing and hold up. The 2-2 cut on and miss. Now Rivera punches out on a nasty slider from left Francois. There's one down. Here's Caden Fay coming to the plate with one out here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch is in there, strike 1 to the Unicorns' third baseman. Francois' curveball just misses inside. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Francois' been dealing here today. He has 5 strikeouts to his name. He's behind here in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike to Fay. He popped out to first his first time up. The delivery misses inside now. 3 balls, 1 strike. The man on deck for Norwich is Jaden Novak. Trying to come on with a man on. 3 balls, 1 strike to Fay. This is lifted into center field. It's going to fall in, a base hit. Caden Fain, a hitter's count, dumps it into right center field, and the Scenic Horns have a one-out base runner. Fans, the Burns Agency in Norwich and Dayville, working smart and hard for residents and businesses since 1932. Let us do the same for you too. Go to theburnsagency.com because you'll buy better at Burns. It goes all the way to the backstop, and now into scoring position goes Fay. Fans, this week's Artisan Building and Remodeling Craftsmanship Tip of the Week. They're your trusted local experts in home improvement. If you're thinking about a new roof, consider Solar Shingles. They offer the same protection as a traditional roof while also generating clean, renewable energy. It's smart and sustainable upgrade built to last. Count is 2 balls, no strikes on Jaden Novak. He tripled his last time up. He later came home to score on a wild pitch. That's the only run on the board right now for Norwich. Another hitter's count here, looming for Novak. It's 3 balls, 1 strike. Novak is headed to Philadelphia at LaSalle next season. Now he swings it through into left field. Novak has his second hit of the ball game. He's starting to get hot now offensively. And now Norwich has runners at the corners with 1 out. Back-to-back hits. This will bring up the UMass Minutemen, Anthony Tirado. LaSalle, the new home for Jaden Novak. They were 32-21 this past spring. They had their season come to an end in the A10 tournament. They lost to St. Joseph's in 4 straight games to finish up that tournament. In their conference, LaSalle was 15-9. The 2-0. It's outside now. 3 balls, no strikes to Anthony Tirado, who is grounded out to short his only time up. Norwich threatening here to get on the board here in the 4th inning. There's strike 1. Back in the count is left Francois. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now he hits a bouncing ball. It's off the glove of the second baseman. LaGrassa threw into right field. RBI base hit for Anthony Tirado. He's got hits in 2 straight games. He drives home the second run of the ball game. 8-2 Bravehearts. 3rd hit in the inning. 3rd straight hit for Norwich. Bats starting to make some noise here in the 4th. Now it'll bring up the right fielder, Mike Ancaleri. This might be the end of the line for Jake Lafrancois as the manager, Luke Beckstein, comes to the hill. A conversation with the entire Worcester infield defense, and in fact, it's actually their pitching coach, Greg Stagani, who's coming out to have a chat. 3 consecutive hits for Norwich, starting to put the pressure on Lafrancois, who was cruising to this point. They held Norwich to just 1 hit to this point in the ballgame. He had struck out 5. Big spot for Ancaleri with runners on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. You want a chance to really try and break through in a ball game. This is it for Norwich. We talked about it with Tirado, just trying to stay patient with himself. He's a competitive player. He has a high standard for himself. And now the hit's starting to fall in for him. And Caleri at the plate now. The righty deals home. First pitch breaking ball's on the outside corner, strike one. Caleri out of North Haven, Connecticut. He pokes this away foul first base side. 5'11" in the righty batter's box is Caleri, 185 pounds. In his first season at the University of Southern Maine, he was a .312 hitter after transferring from Stonehill. 10 doubles, 3 home runs. He drove in 29 runs. A chance to drive in a run here for Norwich. Unicorns have scored a run already this inning thanks to the Toronto base hit. That's low and away for ball 2. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caleri just one of those characters in that clubhouse for Norwich. Now he pops it up foul into the seats. Such vibrant energy all the time from number 17. Always fun to be around him in the clubhouse, seeing him take his swings during batting practice. You certainly need players like that raise the intensity, that raise the energy. That stuff is certainly contagious. Count is even, it's 2-2. He swings and misses, strike 3. Coming home and scoring here is Novak. So strikeout for Caleri. Novak scores, it's 8-3. Stolen base for Anthony Tirado. And because of him stealing second, it allows Novak to score. Norwich has a couple of runs here in the 4th inning. Now it'll bring up Spencer Chard. Tirado runs well. He's the base runner at second. A hit could make it a 4-run ball game. You talk about just trying to chip away at this ball game. You're not going to get all the runs back immediately, but you need to find ways to manufacture the offense. Most productive inning so far today for Norwich. Can't be satisfied, though. You know what the scoreboard reads? Every at-bat, just an opportunity for this group. Chard on the first pitch. He hits a fly ball in the air. It's falling rapidly, and it's LaGrassa who makes the running grab on it. Norwich strikes for a pair. They've cut into the Worcester lead. It's 8-3. We're headed to the 5th when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right, right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Bravehearts, their second baseman, Russell.
What to do it after the first out. Cam LaGrassa will lead it off. He made a fine running catch in shallow right field to cap off the bottom of the 4th inning. 9-1-2 due up for the Bravehearts here in the 5th. So far today for LaGrassa, he's been hit by a pitch. He's also doubled to the left center field gap. The 0-1 offering from Cantafi is lined back up the middle. It's a base hit. Leadoff knock for Cam LaGrassa. And the Bravehearts keep on hitting. They got their 11th of the afternoon. Top of the order we go. Now a chance for Chris Mondesir. First pitch on to Mondesir, a wave and a miss, strike one. Good slider there from Cantafi. Such a devastating pitch for him when he's in command of it. Certainly reliant on it for success. And now it's so important to put up a zero. You get a couple runs. Well, it's a matter of holding off this Worcester offense. Swing and a miss there, strike two. Tied him up with the inside heater. And now Cantafi is way ahead of the leadoff man, Mondesir. No balls, 2 strikes. Mondesir is grounded out to short. He's also walked. He has a RBI single to center as well. 1 for 2 officially is the Worcester State product. Mondesir, the 0-2. On the outside corner, strike 3. Sent packing is Mondesir. A looking strikeout. And Cantafi has his first strikeout of the afternoon. Here's the left fielder, Evan O'Rourke. O'Rourke is 2 for 3. He grounded out to first last time. Going is the runner. Hit and run is executed. Base hit into right field. Headed to third on the single is LaGrassa, and runners are at the corners for Worcester with 1 out. It was O'Rourke this time. Now he's got a 3-hit day, and he ambushed Cantafi on the first delivery. He saw 12 hits for Worcester. They continue to cluster them together. Here's the first baseman, Jack Quick. Double play still in order. First pitch fastball on the outer edge, strike 1. Quick this past season at .415 for the Fighting Tigers at Andrew College. Miami, Florida native, certainly a hotbed is baseball in Miami. Just able to play year-round. The curveball darts inside for ball 2. Count 2 balls and a strike. He slugged 19 home runs this past spring for the Fighting Tigers in what was an impressive season. 91 runs driven in. He certainly can handle the bat. The runner is going. It misses outside. The throw down from Novak, not in time. Stolen base for O'Rourke. He's in scoring position. So far today, Quick has flied out to right. He's done that a couple times. He also has a sacrifice fly, and he's grounded out to third. Runners now at second and third. 5 stolen bases here this afternoon for Worcester in game 1. Hitters count for Quick, 3 balls and a strike. The delivery, bouncing ball out of the reach of Fay. It's into left field. 1 run will score. LaGrassa scores. Now coming around and scoring as well as O'Rourke. It is 10-3 Bravehearts. Well, that throw back into the infield diamond got away from the Norwich third baseman, Caden Fay. It missed the cutoff man as Shard came running in on it. Here comes Jackson Marshall to the plate. Well, this middle of the order is just so dangerous. For the Bravehearts, now they have 3 hits in the inning. Still just 1 out. And they have restored their 7-run lead. Now, in fact, check that. It's 11-3. Now this is ripped into left field. Another hit, 4th hit of the inning. And runners at first and second. Marshall saw a pitch he liked on the first delivery home from Cantafi. And the Bravehearts have runners at first and second. If Worcester strikes for another 2 in this inning, Norwich would be in danger of the run rule. Here's the catcher, Evan Calley. Runners at first and second. Marshall at first, Quick at second, with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. The first pitch home. Got away there from Novak on the wipeout slider. He does well to block it. He kept it in front of him, and as a result, the runners are stationed where they are. No movement on the base pass, at least for now. Worcester has been running around the carousel on the bases, it feels, every time they reach. It's been a traffic-filled afternoon for Worcester. 11 runs. Check that, 10 runs. They corrected it. So 10 runs on 14 hits. We had the score correct. In fact, we put up an extra run. You don't want to give this Worcester team more runs on the big board. I don't think they need any more help than what they're doing for themselves. 14 hits today, 10 runs. The batter at the plate is Evan Calley. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Calley so far today is single to center. He struck out and he's walked. Couple of teammates battling here. Keene State products going toe-to-toe. Calley and Cantaffi. The 1-2. Thinking about it was Calley. He held up his swing. It's ball 2. At Keene State, Calley is studying architecture. He attended Taunton High School, Taunton, Massachusetts native. Is the Worcester backstop. He swings away, foul, another strike 2 pitch. Good battle here between a couple of Owls. As a sophomore in 2024, Calley was selected to the All-Little East second team. Now he pokes another pitch foul off the end of the bat. The battle continuing, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This past spring at Keene State, he hit .338, a career best for him. A lifetime .296 career hitter at the collegiate level. Now he rips it out to right field. Ancalari on the run. He makes the grab. Tagging is the lead runner from second is Quick. He'll take third. Now runners at the corners. Nice running grab out there for Mike Ancalari. Here's the right fielder, Jackson Kramer. Runners at first and third, 2 outs now. Kramer is struck out. He's also flied out to left, and he's popped out to third. First pitch home is outside. Good grab back there by Novak. Toffee trying to battle his way through the 5th inning. Already 2 runs have crossed for the Bravehearts. They've restored their 7-run advantage. Novak set up outside the 2-0. This is a fly ball in the air, straightaway center field. Tirado is underneath it. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Bravehearts add on. They strike for a pair in the inning. They do it on 4 different hits. 10-3 Bravehearts. The bottom of the 5th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's one, not two or three. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Fans, this Sunday is Family Sunday when the Unicorns host the New Britain Bees. Autograph book giveaway for the first 200 kids to enter the gates will receive an autograph book that they can bring back every time they attend a Unicorns game and receive autographs from their favorite Unicorns. Presented by Spicer Propane. Also, Sunday Fun Day with post-game kids run the bases and have a catch in the outfield. Children 12 and under are invited on the field following the game to run the bases one time and have a catch in the outfield with their families for 15 minutes. Baseballs for Have a Catch are presented by CT Dodd. Sundays are also our First Mate Club days. The First Mates Club is open to children 12 and under. As a member, you will receive a ticket to every Sunday home game, receive a t-shirt and credential to show off your membership in style. The pitch home to Warden misses. Ooh, it's called a strike. 0-2 now to Warden. Start off the home half of the fifth inning. As a member of the First Mates Club, you'll receive discounts at concessions and merchandise stands on Sundays, as well as participate in an ice cream social. You don't want to miss it. Baseball, ice cream right here at Dodd Stadium this Sunday when the Unicorns host the Bees. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alec Warden. 9-1-2 due up for Norwich here. Now he just gets a piece of it and he fouls it off. Warden was caught looking his first time up. Warden out of Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania. And the fastball misses upstairs, ball 2. Worcester immediately answers with the 2-run inning of their own after Norwich made it 8-3. See if the Bats can get something going in the fifth. The 2-2. Punch foul back to the screen, and we'll try again. Francois has been just waiting for Warden to get ready. Now he hooks this foul down the left field line. Warden from Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, which sits along the Great Allegheny Passage with trailheads from the Montour Trail and Steel Valley. The borough operates 5 different parts, including Gill Hill Park, Andrew Riley Memorial Park, the Beetle Park, Lobs Park, and Tepe Park. Plenty of hiking trails out there in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania. Jefferson Hills located 13 miles south of Pittsburgh. Count is even, it's 2-2. The righty kicks and deals home. That's down and away, ball 3. The count is full. Jefferson Hills, the city itself, Jefferson Township, an old city. It was founded in 1828. The full count pitch, another foul off this into the seats down the right field line. Good battle here between Warden and LaFrancois to start the bottom of the fifth. You always look for your number 9 hitter in the lineup to really be a second leadoff man. Warden trying to do that here. Well, he's the number 8 hitter today with Detweiler batting behind him. Now the 3-2. It's outside. He lost him, ball 4. Leadoff walk drawn by Alec Warden. He saw 8 different pitches. And left Francois loses him to start the Norwich fifth. Here's the DH, Bryce Detweiler. Ooh, that hit the batter Detweiler. Thought it hit the... Oh, it hit his bat. We'll see if we can get a replay on that one. It hit Detweiler's bat. He tried to duck away from it. That certainly would have plunked him. Left Francois just lost the feel of the pitch. It was not intentional. Now there's ball one. It's outside. Well, if you're a pitcher, you say thank you. You get helped out there. It was nowhere near the strike zone. Count is even now. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's inside. Left Francois has been nowhere near the zone here with Detweiler at the plate. Detweiler, a new addition to the Scenic Horns, his first game of the summer. 6'1", 200 pounds out of Shillington, Pennsylvania. They'll be headed to Stores in the fall. The 2-1. There's the fastball. It nails the outside corner. Strike 2. Weiler's going to be a fun player to watch here in Norwich. Such a promising young prospect headed to UConn. That's way outside. Nice block back there by Callie. You have to imagine left Francois is nearing the end of the line here. He's in danger of walking in the first 2 men of the inning. This would turn over the lineup card to the top of the order for Aiden Stern. See if left Francois can sort it out. He does. He ties up Detweiler. He punches him out. 1 down here in the 5th. About as perfectly spotted as you could go with the inside fastball. Here's the leadoff man, Aiden Stern. Stern out of South Salem, New York, 5'8", 180 pounds. He's become the everyday leadoff man when he's in the lineup. See him play second. A true utility player. He can play the corner outfield spots as well. Third base in that combination of positions that he's been used in. A large lead for Ward, and he was skipping around there. He's the runner on for Norwich. He drew a leadoff walk. The runner is going. The throw down from Callie's a good one. It is not in time. No, it is in time. I didn't see the out call over there, but it looked to be a good throw from Callie, and Warden is caught stealing. 2 outs here in the Norwich 5th. It erases the base runner, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike to Aiden Stern. At Yvonne Old Farm, Stern was all knapsack first team all New England Baseball Journal captain for the last 2 years of high school, where he hit .402 as a senior at Avon Old Farms. The 2-2. This is sawed away, foul down the line in left field. Francois trying to work 5 quality innings. He's in line for the victory today. In 7-inning games, you just need to go 4 to qualify for the win. He's trying to go 5. The 2-2. This is flipped through into center field. It'll fall in, a base hit. Then it started a leak away from the center fielder, Mondesir. Good backup from the left fielder, O'Rourke. That'll keep Stern at first. He keeps on mashing here. Now a chance for Gabriel Rivera. Rivera's 0 for 2. He's struck out looking his last time. He's also grounded out to short. 5th hit of the game for Norwich. Now the first pitch home was in and out of the glove of Callie, ball 1. Rivera headed to Rutgers in the fall. That gets away from Callie this time, and now Stern will wheel into second. Rivera attended Suffield Academy in Connecticut. He was a career .326 hitter in high school. Hoping to translate that to the college level. The 2-0 in there at the knees, strike one. 6'3", 205 pounds is Rivera. He also plays third base as well. He's been a corner infielder this summer for Norwich. Now a tapper foul for strike two. All twos across the board here in the fifth. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Rivera is the #1 ranked third baseman in the state of New York, ranked by perfect game. He fights off another. He sends it into the seats down the right field line. This ball game starting to approach the 2-hour marker. We're in the fifth. Game 2 of this doubleheader slated to begin around 7:30 local time, with military appreciation festivities in between contests. Rivera does well to fight off another. Good battle here between LaFrancois and Rivera. A hit would mean a run. Stern runs well. He's in scoring position at second. Righty on righty matchup here in the fifth. The 2-2. That's all the way to the backstop. It caught Rivera. He's hit by the pitch. And that'll keep Stern at second. Second hit batsman. That LaFrancois is plunked. And now this is going to bring out the manager, Luke Beckstein. So this is it for LaFrancois. Runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the fifth. Norwich still batting. New pitcher for Worcester. There's a pitching change at Dodd Stadium. Don't go anywhere.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Vance Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. A new name with the same great people and service you know is coming soon. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a division of Ascend Bank. New pitcher in the ball game for the Bravehearts. With runners at first and second, it's Caden Fay coming to the plate. New pitcher for Worcester is John Tully out of Bates College in Framingham, Massachusetts. Fires in the first pitch strike. Tully has already pitched against Norwich this summer. That was back on May 30th. He went an inning and a third. He allowed 2 earned runs on a couple of hits that outing. He walked 2. He struck out 3. Runners at first and second. No balls, 1 strike to Fay. That's outside for ball 1. The count is even. Rivera, the base runner at first, Stern at second. Norwich trying to battle here in the fifth and scratch across a couple runs. Unicorns being out hit 14-5 in the contest. Bravehearts leading big. It's 10-3 as Tully enters the strike zone for strike two. Tully 6 feet, 190 pounds. Trying to finish off the fifth inning. Only a 7-inning game with the doubleheader with Worcester tonight. The 1-2. This is launched foul into the seats. So far this summer overall, Tully has pitched to a 5.40 ERA. Third game of the summer, his first since June 11th against Westfield. He went 2 innings in that outing. He allowed just 2 hits. He struck out 1, no runs crossed. The righty set of the belt. Look at Stern. Now he comes to the plate. This is right at the second baseman, LaGrassa. He squeezes, and the inning is over. So Tully induces the lineout. We're through 5 innings here. It's 10-3 Bravehearts on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right, right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Fans, you don't want to miss it. Get to the ballpark. Game 2 with a doubleheader. It's Military Appreciation Night. $8 tickets for all military personnel. It also includes a food voucher, and the Unicorns are debuting their City Connect uniforms as well. You don't want to miss it. Get here with the post-game fireworks as well following the conclusion of Game 2. Attention fans, the Norwich Unicorns and SNSN Sports want to let you know at Griswold Dental, their goal is to create a trusting relationship with patients where their comfort and health is our first priority. Start your journey to better health today at griswolddental.net. Substance use disorder does not discriminate who it affects, and it affects more than just the individual. The effects of substance use impact our whole society. Learn more at griswoldpride.org. Top of the 6th inning here. What's the number of the pitcher? 10-3 Worcester as we enter the 6th inning. The leadoff man up is their shortstop, Jake Hadju. First pitch fastball misses inside, ball 1. The new pitcher in the ball game for Norwich is two-way player Sean Connolly. He's a riser headed to Stonehill, Hebron, Connecticut native. The 1-0. That's up and away for ball 2. Connolly, the new pitcher, 6'2", 190 pounds. Trying to work a scoreless 6th. Despite the score, every one of those pitchers, you know, that they take a lot of pride in their outings, and also a audition for everybody here. Yes, it's just summer baseball, but for them it's a lot more than that. Challenging for roster spots, especially when they return to their campuses respectively in the fall. It's about making an impression, and especially for a riser like Connolly is. This is his first taste of collegiate level batting. Counts 3 balls, 1 strike here to Hadju. The pitch on the inside corner, strike 2. Hadju is 2 for 2. He singled to right. He also has an infield hit. He's also drawn a walk. The full count. Just getting a piece of it is Hadju. He stays in there. The battle will continue. Around the Futures League here on this Friday, the Bees and Silver Knights just about to get underway at New Britain Stadium. And the Vermont Lake Monsters and Westfield Starfires battling at Centennial Field. Long bus trip for the Starfires last night following the ball game. 5-hour trek to Burlington. Board here is Hadju, who was hit by the pitch. Here's the second baseman. Third baseman, check that, Will Kramer. Kramer today is 2 for 3. He has an RBI triple. He also has a base hit for himself. Connolly, the right-hander, he's set at the belt. There's the fastball. It's outside for ball 1. And we're talking about Connolly. This is a chance for him to showcase himself and also get that first taste of what collegiate baseball is really like. This is a ground ball. It was a hopper over to Stern. He fires to Warden for 1, and then the return throw from Warden in time. There's your SureBrite Commercial Cleaning Services cleanup moment of the game. 4-6-3 double play. Stern starts it, and it's Warden who finishes it. All the middle infield defense here this afternoon for Norwich has been on point. Once again, SureBrite Commercial Cleaning Services, providing janitorial services throughout the state of Connecticut for the last 30 years. SureBrite, done right every night. The Unicorns middle infield defense doing it right. They erased the base runner on the 4-6-3, so base is empty with 2 outs. Here's the second baseman, Cam LaGrassa. He's 2 for 2 with a double and a base hit to center field as well. The 0-1 curveball misses outside for ball 1. He's also been hit by a pitch. That was not an easy double play to turn for Stern either. It was scolded at him. The 1-1. This is launched into the seats down the left field side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Connolly now a strike away from working a scoreless 6th inning. When Norwich comes to the plate, it's the middle of the order. Jaden Novak will lead it off. All right, he's set now. He comes home. A little bouncer. It's in foul territory. That should be a foul ball. Oh, unless it hit. I think it, in fact, did hit the batter, LaGrassa, in fair territory out of the box, which twisted into foul territory. You talk about just not getting the breaks this game. Norwich hasn't gotten the breaks here in this ball game. That's in foul territory. Novak had no chance to get to it. The inning will continue. It's now a 3-hit game for LaGrassa. You always take that from the number 9 spot in the order. Here's the leadoff man, Chris Mondesir. Oh, check that. It's a pinch hitter. Jamison Howland is going to bat in the spot of Mondesir out of Assumption College in New Braintree, Massachusetts. We'll see if That's going to be a way to keep Mondesir available for game 2 for the Bravehearts. They have a large lead. They also have a man in the on-deck circle that would pinch hit. That's Frazetta. He would bat in the spot of Evan O'Rourke. Now the change is being made for Worcester with a large lead and a doubleheader to play today. Good curveball, strike 2 from Connolly. This is in the air, out to right center field. Ancolari on the run. He tracks it down. Mike Ancolari covering ground out in right center field. He puts an end to the inning, and he keeps off the Worcester offense. Bravehearts leading 10-3. The bottom of the 6th is next when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Jaden Novak will lead it off. New center fielder in the ball game for the Worcester Bravehearts, replacing Chris Mondesir, is Jamison Howland. He pinch hit in the spot of Mondesir. No balls, one strike. Tully working ahead of the Norwich catcher today, Jaden Novak. There's ball one, it's outside. Novak is had a nice afternoon for himself. A couple of hits, a triple and a single. He's 2 for 2. The 1-1. Swing and a miss there, strike 2. The Yeti, as they call him, trying to leave the ballpark. But now Tully ahead of him, a ball and 2 strikes. It's the middle of the order for Norwich in the home half of the 6th inning. It's been a comfortable afternoon for Worcester. The delivery, he popped him up in foul ground, right field side. It's the second baseman, LaGrassa, who makes the catch on it. There's one out. Fans were barking at the park on Saturday. We're doing it again. Yes, tickets are $10 for pet owners, and dog admission is $5, and it will be donated to the Wings of Freedom Animal Rescue. Sponsored by Norwich Town Pet Resort and Spa and Creature Comforts Animal Inn. One gone here in the home half of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Anthony Tirado. Tirado's really made the transition from the infield to the outfield seem effortless for him, and it's not an easy transition. Reading balls off the bat is already difficult as it is. Now imagine doing it in this setting at Dodd Stadium. There is lots of ground to try and cover here. The 0-2 in the air, out to center field. This is going to be Howland's ball. He makes the catch on it. He's welcomed into the ball game. Now 2 outs. Two down for the Norwich right fielder, Mike Ancolari. And Caleri has struck out his first 2 times. Now he hits a bouncing ball. Charging in on it is LaGrassa. His throw is in time, and the inning is over. The 7th is next. It's 10-3 Bravehearts on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Unicorn fans, want to watch the Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. Unicorn fans, Norwich is wearing their City Connect uniforms for the first time this summer. Game 2 of this doubleheader. You don't want to miss it. The special Rose of New England jerseys to show their strong connection to the city that they call home. Features the 3 blue sections to signify the 3 rivers in Norwich, as well as being emblazoned across the red front section with the Rose of New England. Those jerseys presented by Dime Bank, a proud sponsor of the Norwich Unicorns. Ball 1 misses to the leadoff man up here in the inning. This is Evan O'Rourke batting. 2, 3, and 4 for the Bravehearts against Sean Connolly. He twists in the curveball. It's inside for ball 2. For Worcester here today, they scored runs in the first 3 innings. At one point, they had a 8-1 lead. They did it with 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 more in the third. They've added 2 more in that 5th inning. Connolly dials up the fastball, strike 2. O'Rourke so far today is 3 for 4. There have been plenty of hits to go around offensively today for the Bravehearts, and Connolly loses O'Rourke, ball 4. Leadoff walk issued here to the left fielder O'Rourke to start things out here in the 6th inning. Fans, Jewett City Savings Bank, your hometown bank for over 125 years. Start a new account at Jewett City at jcsbank.com. Once again, start a new account at jcsbank.com or come into one of our convenient offices and find out why we are your community bank. No balls, 1 strike here to Jack Quick. The delivery home, fouled away. Strike two. Norwich turned a nice 4-6-3 double play last inning. You certainly always take those. Connolly now way ahead of the first baseman Quick, who's been retired just once today. The delivery on the line to third, snagged by Fay. One out. Fans, let's go back to our DB Lunt feeling electric play of the game. It was Matt Perch earlier today with a huge strikeout of Evan Callie to end the second inning. He was fired up. There was your DB Lunt feeling electric play of the game. On the first delivery home, it's fouled back. Jackson Marshall, the batter up here for the Bravehearts with a man on and one out. Marshall so far today is 2 for 4. He's doubled to right center field. He's grounded out, and he's also singled to left field. It was actually a strikeout to Marshall, not Evan Callie. That was the DB Lunt feeling electric moment of the game. But, I mean, what a way for Perch to come into that spot. Bases were loaded. Couple of strikeouts. He gives up the only run on the sacrifice fly. The 1-1 to Marshall. Ground ball. It's in the shortstop hole. Warden tries to make the throw on it. Not nearly in time. Infield single legged out for Marshall. He's got his third hit of the afternoon. We're into the top of the 7th. 1 out, but 2 on. If the Bravehearts plate 3 in this inning, they would end the ball game here via the run roll. The delivery from Connolly's upstairs, ball 1. The pinch hitter is Cam Papetti, a recent addition to this Worcester roster. He's back with the Futures League. The 1-0 to Papetti. A wave and a miss there. The count is even. Papetti, the catcher, will be a sophomore at Bryant in the fall. Grafton, Massachusetts native. Count 2 balls, 1 strike on the new catcher that'll be in the ball game. If we head to the bottom of the 7th, it will be Cam Papetti doing the catching for Evan Callie. Papetti spent the 2024 Future League season with the Westfield Starfires. In the postseason, he hit 111 for Westfield. He had a double. He scored a couple of runs, but in the regular season for the Starfires, he was a .281 hitter. He crushed 5 home runs, 7 doubles. A great offensive season put together by Papetti in Westfield. The pitch home inside, and the count is full. Connolly in danger of losing the new catcher in the ball game, Cameron Papetti. Count is full. It's 3-2. 2 on with 1 out. Connolly set at the belt. Novak set up inside. The full count. Bouncer foul into the Worcester bench, and the battle will continue. Last season, Worcester was managed by Alex Dion. He's now their director of player personnel. A similar sort of role that Kevin Murphy, the field manager for Norwich during their 2 championship runs, that he's taken on with the Unicorns. He's their director of player development here in Norwich. Kyle Dombrowski taking over the field manager duties. The curveball runs inside. It's ball 4. Papetti works a walk in. The bases are filled. This will bring up the right fielder, Jackson Kramer, in a bases loaded situation. Now it's a chance for Connolly to really have to battle here with one out. Nowhere to put Kramer. He'll step in. Kramer today has struck out. He's flied out to left. He's popped out. And he's also grounded out. 0 for 4 the line today for Kramer. Runners everywhere for the Bravehearts here in the top of the 7th. There's the fastball. It is on the outside corner. Good paint work there from Connolly. He's ahead of the Worcester corner outfielder. O'Rourke is at third. Marshall at second, and over at first is Callie. There's a base knock into center field. 1 run will score. That will keep the bases loaded. Novak had to juggle the baseball. RBI single for Jackson Kramer. It makes it 11-3 Worcester. Scoring on the play there is O'Rourke. Bases still loaded with 1 out. Here's the shortstop, Jake Hadju. The Worcester shortstop has walked his last 2 trips to the plate. He's also singled a couple of times. Norwich yet to retire him today. The delivery from Connolly is the curveball. It's inside for ball 1. Norwich defensively still aligned at standard depth. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. One ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Righty deals home. This is a fly ball in the air. This is right at Chard. Tagging up, coming home, and scoring is Jackson Marshall. He makes it 12-3. So now Connolly has to retire Kramer here. A single could potentially end this ball game right here. A chance for us to tell you about Lunch with the Scenic Horns every Monday at 12 o'clock. The Scenic Horns and SNSN Sports recording Lunch with the Scenic Horns. We'll be joined by Lee Walter and Luke Hardman in the first edition of Lunch with the Scenic Horns, recording live right here at Dodd Stadium. The batter at the plate is the third baseman, Will Kramer. This is launched away foul. Runners at first and second for Worcester. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Over at first base is Jackson Kramer, Will's brother. And in scoring position is Cameron Papetti. Connolly ahead of the Worcester third baseman, a ball and 2 strikes. Novak set up inside. Righty set, now he kicks and deals home. A liner right to Stern, he grabs it, and the inning is over. The Bravehearts strike for a pair. They lead by 9. It's stretch time here in Norwich. Well, we really won't do that here, but a chance for us to tell you about GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness. Hey fans, is your body throwing wild pitches? Don't settle for big box physical therapy where you're just another number. At GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness in Waterford, we deliver major league care. From everyday aches to pelvic health, fitness for beginners, and even treatment trusted by professional athletes. You'll get one-on-one time with expert therapists who treat the whole you, not just a sore spot. no assembly lines, no insurance headaches, just real results. Step up to the plate at GOAT PT, the greatest of all time in physical therapy. Visit goatpt.com to book your free phone consultation. I'll stretch, touch my toes. We're all good. Get loose up here. We're going to have 2 today. How about the fans? This ballpark, it's filling in. They want to see Matt Wooten on the mound later tonight. We'll see if we can get a shot down there from Mike Minarski, our camera operator. This ballpark starting to fill up. Friday night baseball at Dodd Stadium. I mean, I don't know what more you could ask. A gorgeous night here in Eastern Connecticut. Norwich trying to battle back here. I mean, it's going to be a big ask. We're into the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Spencer Chard to lead it off, and also a chance for you to tell you about breakfast with the Scenic Horns on Monday. I mean, you want to be dining Monday mornings with Ben and I. We're talking the latest Norwich Scenic Horns updates in Westerly, Rhode Island, in beautiful Westerly, Rhode Island, right on the beach there. Chard leads it off. First pitch home from Tully is in there, strike 1. So Sean Connolly is able to navigate his way out of the top of the inning with minimized damage. Now Chard lifts this into left field. It's a leadoff single. And Norwich has their first batter of the inning on. Here's the shortstop, Alec Warden. Scenic Horns have a man on for Alec Warden. Here's a look as we tell you about dine in every Monday with the Scenic Horns with Ben and I. Always a lot of fun going up to Westerly talking about the Scenic Horns. 1 ball, no strike to Alec Warden, the batter at the plate. Warden so far is 0 for 1. He's also been caught stealing. Small game for Game 2 of the doubleheader. Expected to start around 7:30. We're just about right on time for Game 2 of this doubleheader with the Bravehearts. The 1-1. This is into right field. It's a base hit. Alec Warden goes the other way with it. He shoots it out into right field, and the Scenic Horns have a couple on with nobody out. A little lightning in a bottle from the bottom of the order. Now this is going to bring out the manager, Luke Beckstein, with 2 on and nobody out. There was some action in the Worcester bullpen. This is going to be the end of the road for John Tully. The 2 men on are his responsibility. Stick with us, Norwich batting. They got something going here in the 7th with nobody out. New pitcher, we'll meet him when we come back.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
New pitcher in the ball game for the Bravehearts is a right-hander, Davis Kahn. He's making his season debut for Worcester. Tall right-hander on the hill, making a season debut. He's 6 feet 8 inches, 215 pounds. He's a riser headed to Harvard out of Milton, Massachusetts. So Davis Kahn will welcome himself to Dodd Stadium in the Futures League here as he makes his season debut. Bryce Detweiler will come to the plate with nobody out in the home half of the 7th inning. Warden aboard at first and Chard at second. A couple runners that have plus speed. A hit could score a run here for Detweiler. It would be his first of the summer. In his first game of the season, a couple of risers battling here. Detweiler headed to UConn, and this man right here on the hill headed to Harvard. There's the fastball. It's painted on the outer black. Strike one. You can bring it to 90 to 92 on the gun with the fastball. Kahn's pitch home is slider. It bounces on the way to Papetti. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the order awaiting after Detweiler here with no outs. See if Norwich can string together some hits. It's a 9-run lead for Worcester, but if you're a Unicorn, you're just trying to help pass the baton. That's outside for ball 2. Unicorns will be changing uniforms after the conclusion of this ball game. Stearns the batter who waits on deck. Love to see him come to the plate with some traffic. The runners are going, a double steal. I think Detweiler caught a piece of it, and that's going to return both Chard and Warden back to their respective bases. It was a double steal for Norwich. Detweiler swung away, just got a piece of it. It would have been a tough throw to get anywhere close to third base with the righty batter. The only real chance would have been to try and catch Alec Warden. He's been caught stealing already today. He stands at first, 2-2 to Detweiler. The delivery. Bouncing ball back up the middle. It's over to second. LaGrassa has it. He fires a high throw. And able to apply the tag on it is Jack Quick. And Detweiler's retired. It's a double play. So now Norwich down to their final out of the ball game. Here's the leadoff man, Aiden Stern. Stern leads Norwich in batting average entering play. He's just trying to extend the game. Kahn on the first delivery is grounded to second by Stern, and that's going to do it. Worcester wins it decisively, 12-3. They take the opener of this doubleheader. We'll have some coverage following this ball game. We'll get you set for Game 2 between Norwich and Worcester. The final score, Bravehearts 12, the Unicorns 3. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll give you the final numbers and get you set for Game 2 of the doubleheader next between Norwich and Worcester.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25. 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Unicorns postgame show. It's presented by Capital Property Group. Bravehearts win it decisively. The final score, 12-3 Worcester. The winning pitcher is starter Jake Lefrancois. Lefrancois goes 4 2/3. He allowed 3 earned runs on 5 hits. He struck out 7. And the loss is handed to Cam Thomas. He just goes an inning here today. He allows 5 earned runs. He walked a man. He also struck out a batter. Today's Capital Property Group player of the game from the opener of this doubleheader. It goes to Evan O'Rourke. He was 3 for 4. He also scored 3 times. He drove in a run. He also had a walk. O'Rourke is the Capital Property Group player of the game here from the opener of this 2-game set. Total time of the ball game, 2 hours, 30 minutes. Game 2 of the doubleheader will get underway at approximately 7:30 local time. Norwich trying to get even with the Bravehearts after suffering the Game 1 loss. Once again, the final score, Worcester 12, Norwich 3. Stick with us. Game 2 of the doubleheader is coming up in just a little bit. We'll be back on the air in approximately 15 minutes.